welcome to the Fall Off Podcast.
We talk about music, movies, mostly anything to do with entertainment.
We'll even talk about conspiracy theories here and there.
So sit back and enjoy the Fall Off Podcast.
Welcome back to the Fall Off Podcast, everyone.
So the Grammys recently have been awarded like a couple days ago, and there have been some categories that we think have been awarded to the wrong person, album, song, whatever.
So today we're going to talk about some of the Grammy categories and if they really should have won.
Alright, so we're going bottom to top, right? Alright, music video of the year. Nominees were Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone, 360 by Charlie XCX, Houdini by Eminem, Taylor Swift by A$AP Rocky, and Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
I think it's because of the Drake incident that really got it to
Well, yeah, there have also been a lot of references, even like, I'm pretty sure there was a reference to the Family Matters diss, where, you know how one part Drake mentions Day 3?
Yeah.
He helped direct the music video of Not Like Us.
Oh. He worked on his worst weapon.
I don't know if you noticed, but at the end, do you remember seeing an owl in a cage?
Yeah.
That's the mascot of OVO.
Oh.
Drake's label.
I think in the moment, this is like the biggest music drama at the time. So when that music got released, it was like originally it was like maybe some of the big talks, but then that music got released and a bunch of people who don't watch that stuff like me, who don't watch read the articles about them roasting each other, who watched that video was like, oh my god, this is fire.
If you listen to the other diss track, you know that there were some brutal moments. Like, I don't think this was the most brutal one. If you heard Meet the Grams, oh my goodness. You would have heard how screwed Drake was.
Yes. I'm sorry, but
he
Drake's comebacks are
even
awful.
called out about him lying like 50 times.
Yeah, like Drake's first attack was like it was like Pearl Harbor, but then Kendrick hits him with Hiroshima.
Okay.
I feel like Not Like Us I feel like this space is more based on popularity more than the actual video.
Yeah.
Because
but
Oh, definitely.
it was still one of the best.
it was still a good one, but I personally think that Houdini had better, throwbacks and stuff, especially for how big Eminem was compared to now. There's definitely this time gap to where he called back to old moments. I feel like the music video was better. It was more engaging, had more viewer retention. Not like Us was still a good music video, but I feel like Eminem's Houdini really should have pulled it there.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, there were a bunch of good moments. It would be a fair thing, but I'd still put Not Like Us over it, but I would just put like Houdini at second place just for pure what is it called? I don't remember what it's called, but pure no, I'm trying to think of the name for it. Yeah, just like pure quality and all that.
I think it's my time to worship him, and he's right. I think Eminem's is way better than whatever Not Like Us can. It was
He
just
put
famous because of me.
he put an entire city in the music video with all of the people. How do you manage to do that?
That's cinema right there. In terms of cinematography, I think he would win number one on any scale because that was really good video. It was really entertaining to watch. Just in case you didn't like certain parts of it, that video was that video.
Also, about the others, the Taylor Swift album, any Taylor Swift song on that album, horrible.
Yeah. Now you're gonna get rated by 50,000 Taylor Swift fans.
Oh, you think I care? I got a machine gun, buddy.
There's plenty enough to your round.
Machine Gun Kelly?
And the shark. Yeah, you don't got enough ammo.
Yeah, Fortnite. I mean, I don't mind the Post Malone feature. That wasn't bad. It's just like Taylor Swift overall isn't that good of an artist to win that many Grammys over the years.
So mad. She's had like one banger from like.
Also,
the early
the
2000s.
Grammys are known to be rigged.
Yes.
So yeah,
I also know that they're really not fun with God.
I did not know that. Yeah. Also, the ASAP Rocky one, I've seen like once. It was good, or like in production, but I haven't really. I wouldn't put it really any over it, and I have no idea about the Charlie X one because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I actually don't know about that one. I have few knowledge on that.
Like, it's from her album, which was apparently one of the best of the year. It's called Brat.
Never heard of it. Just like I never heard of majority of her album.
Critics gave it, like, overall, a 9 out of 10. Like, overall. Users gave it an 84 out of 100. There's even an entire remix album with, like, every song put with features on it. I'm not sure, but...
You better give it a good grade.
All right.
I know where your family is.
Is that all we got for music video? All right. Next up,
Pop vocal album. The nominees were Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, The Torch, Poets, Department by Taylor Swift, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, and the winner, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter.
okay,
God.
you can talk about Sabrina Carpenter if you want, I guess.
Such a good song. Oh my God. I don't care about the rest of the whole thing.
You do realize this is pop vocal album.
I've never heard anything better on all stages. I can meet Ride. I can love Eminem.
No, you can't. You're a boy.
I can ride Eminem's music to the death, but oh my God, Sabrina Carpenter. I could go all day.
Like, I remember you said once about, like, her...
Back in, like, episode 1.
Yeah, like, you can listen to her during different video games, like Minecraft and all that. I see that happening, but it's just not something I normally do. Short and Sweets, there are different albums that could have
Yeah,
won
I don't think it
but I'm just feeling it's favored to that side. Because you got Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah, I think it's only favorite to the two good songs.
Okay. Let me try again. You got Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. That's 4 years. That's between the 4-year break she had from recording actually a 2-part movie. Like, yes, part 2 is coming out this Thanksgiving, I think. What the? But yeah, honestly, I felt like it was one of my personal favorites. Maybe not the best thing of the year, but better than most of the other things we had for pop vocal album. And I just like really liked her melody and voice throughout the entire thing.
I really think we should also start like giving more credit to the female artists, because remember when we checked our score rating on the podcast and nearly 80% of it was girls. I know it's a small group, but we need it. We need it.
Screw the woman.
Take opportunity.
I'm so sorry.
We don't mean anything against female artists.
They
I know
do.
We need to say that.
I don't.
We don't have anything against any artist.
Oh yeah, Torture Poets Department did not deserve anything.
Yeah, he did not.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Even at her lowest, she could have done much better than that. I gave it a 1 out of 100 on AOTY. A 1 out of 100. You know why she got the 1 point? Post Malone feature.
Travis Kelce. Oh.
Exactly.
I have no idea about the Chappell Roan album. I've never listened to a single song by her.
Yeah, neither have I.
I have no clue who this person is.
I've like seen her in like YouTube shorts and all that. She's like a redhead kind of person.
Like Ice Spice.
No.
That's the only music artist that I know that has red hair.
Ed Sheeran.
That's a dude.
Yeah, but he still has red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he does.
we can't really hate or say anything about the Chappell Roan album.
Yeah,
so.
we can't.
And then Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. That was probably the most Billie thing she released, I would say. So I don't know how that didn't win anything. So I'm just surprised. There are like 2 other things I could put above the Sabrina Carpenter album, and it's just because of the Grammys being rigged.
Rigged. All right, take it.
Then the LA Fire's God Will Come For You.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't put that in.
we cannot.
Then the LA Fires.
No, we want to be respectful to them.
They traded
They were
Luco.
punished for the rich crimes.
Say, why'd you become such a freaking Jesus lover now, bro?
Oh my.
What does sick do to you? Like I knew you were Christianity, but like as soon as you were sick.
Okay, guys. We got. It's 8:15.
Oh yeah. Open the third eye. I could see the punishment
All right,
of the
Tate,
rich.
do rap albums.
And they deserve everything.
No,
that comes to
country
them.
album. No, look, country album.
All right. We haven't done rap. Here, I'll do rap.
Oh wait, we're going up. My bad.
Bro,
All right. Wait, are we doing rap?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
rap album.
Now we're doing rap albums. The top winners of the rap albums were Alligator Bites. Number 1 was Alligator Bites, Never Heal, Doechii.
Doechii. I think it's how you say it. Who were the nominees?
Nominees were Death of Slim Shady, Eminem's Might Delete Later, Eminem.
What? Wait.
Okay.
No.
Eminem.
Hold up.
So like,
The Death is Slim Shady by Eminem. The
Okay.
dash is who it's by, comma, then the next album.
Death of Slim Shady by Eminem, Might Delete Later, Dash by J. Cole,
Don't say dash.
The Auditorium Volume 1, Common and Peter Rock, Don't Trust You, Future, and Metro Booming.
Okay. There were multiple other rap albums that could have been nominated, but
Oh,
didn't. AKA like JPEG Mafia, Vince Staples, Hearthstone Psycho. What are we doing? Like, what are these answers? I mean, out of all these, there are a couple things. I would say We Don't Trust You. Doechii, it's a fair option though. I haven't heard much of the mixtape. It's actually a mixtape, so you can call it album or mixtape or whatever you want. I don't think there's any difference. But yeah. Doechii's not a bad artist. She even released another song after the Grammys, quoting the Kanye thing. I guess we'll never know, that thing. I'll put that in the podcast for anyone who doesn't know.
Honestly, I think. Have y'all ever heard of Doechii before the Grammys?
No.
Yeah, I think so. Like a couple times. I watched like a couple YouTube channels that show about like music, what's releasing, like references, all that. You know what I'm talking about?
But I think this is like a big point of why, you know, I'm just gonna be an Eminem worshiper here. But I think it's a big part of like shut your. I think this is like a big part of why Eminem doesn't really go to the Grammys anymore, because, you know, like he stated in one of his, I think it was an interview where he talked about, you know, he doesn't want to go to these Grammys where they're gonna award it to these random people that nobody knows, but when there's all these other big artists dropping so many good songs and stuff. But this just isn't for Eminem. You know, there's a bunch of other great rap albums on here, and that aren't on here. It's just, you know, he's just on here. It's a perfect way to
like, all right,
Oh, yeah.
My Delete Later, I don't think was his best project. I don't think it was even that good of a project, honestly. There were some good songs, but it's not like that much of a good thing that it needs to be nominated. The Auditorium, I have no idea. I haven't heard that one. Like, it might have been a fair option, but I don't know. All I know, there's like boom bap in it, so. And then We Don't Trust You, that could have been the winner. Like, that was a big one for 2024.
Oh yeah.
Especially the Like That song, where hip hop was probably at its lowest spots of all time, and Kendrick Lamar just comes out of nowhere and starts an entire feud, brings it back up.
Oh yeah. Same thread.
I wouldn't say it's at its lowest, but yeah, it definitely was going down, and that was definitely needed for it to bring it back. And then you had that drop, and they had these other rap albums, Eminem's album, Doechii's mixtape or album, whatever you want to call it.
I don't really know much about the rap part. All I study is Eminem, but mostly I'm like an old-fashioned 90s, 2000s fan, like Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg. I'm all into those. Some of them have released albums.
Say, talk it to the mic,
I caught it, but you don't need to say it again, but still.
Like some of them haven't released albums in so long, so like they don't really go into this category. But I still think like majority rappers today are pretty mid. I just like the old style rap and how they did it, because majority of it wasn't like hardcore, spitting out words, could barely hear it. It was more or less like it's trying to converse a message via the ways that they had to deal with back in that day, like the rough times of the economic sanctions for them and like what people had to go through in the streets.
All right, so is that all we got about rap album?
Yeah.
All right, next is country album. Even my mom was so like upset with this choice, and I also thought it was just plain out stupid, because the winner is Cowboy Carter by Beyonce.
Yeah, I heard about this one. I did not agree about this.
And the nominees were Higher by Chris Stapleton, Deeper Wall by Casey Musgraves, F1 Trillion by Post Malone, and Whirlwind by Lainey Wilson.
Yes.
Beyonce is pop. You're not gonna get rid of that. Like, that's just country pop.
Yes.
Like, it might be somewhat country, but it's not country enough to even be nominated for
when I
country
heard
album.
Beyonce won, I was like a heretic in like an old history book. Heresy.
Like, especially country album. How are you gonna put a mostly pop album in a country album section and let her win?
Yeah, I
Because
heard
they're
about
rigged.
this.
You could have at least made like Post Malone, because at least he sounds like it's actual country. You can tell, right?
Yeah. I heard about this, and I don't really listen to country at all, but I can definitely tell you that she should have not have won this. You know, Post Malone, after switching from like 2016 to country music,
He actually does really good.
he does
at-
really good country music.
especially after changing genres.
Yeah.
Like, you can see his versatility out of all that.
And this is coming out of my Texan pride. I find the guy who initiated Beyonce. You're cooked. When I find you, you're cooked.
If you can find him.
Oh no, it's a promise. I'm finding him.
Tayt, you couldn't even jump up to a private jet. Past.
No, I can't. But I'm gonna be in the back seat.
I mean,
That's just trash, dude.
if anything, you could have at least like Chris Stapleton, Casey Musgraves, or whoever Lainey Wilson is, because they're like pure country.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You know what I
That's a
think?
joke, by the way.
You know what I think they missed out on? I think that I forgot his name, but it's Lil Mellow Ball's oldest brother, I think, and he's making music, right? And that song, "Swerve in the Corner Road."
That's not related to this.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a really good song. I think it may have got nominated if it was.
I listened to the whole
earlier.
thing. I listened to the whole thing and I love it. Are you done?
All right. Yeah, I think we're done with country album. Next is record of the year.
Chris, you did it.
Okay, winner is Not Like Us. Nominees Now and Then by the Beatles.
The
Beatles?
The Beatles? Oh yeah. I don't know.
You mean the
I
people
think-
from the 60s?
But yeah, they might have disbanded, but they could have had like pre-recorded stuff. Like, even though two of them are dead, probably pre-recorded stuff.
You mean like the people back when records were a thing?
Yes.
Okay, pal. How are they still up there?
Anyways, Texas Hold On by Beyonce. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. 360 by Charlie XCX. Good Luck Babe, Chaperone. Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay. Not Like Us could have won it over a bunch of these. Texas Hold'em, again, it's not pure country. It wasn't a bad song. It was just too overplayed and a little overrated. Billie Eilish,
Uptown Road.
that song is fair. You got other songs, but I feel like that's a pretty good choice to at least nominate. 360, again, haven't heard it enough to like make an opinion on it.
Oh yeah.
I have not heard a Chaperone song, so I can't give an opinion on her either. The Fortnite song by Taylor Swift and Post Malone, again, no, just no. Espresso, at least in like the top 3 opinions. Now and Then the Beatles, I haven't heard, because why would the Beatles be making an appearance in 2024?
It is 2024. That is almost 100 years ago from their birth. Why are they still relevant?
Their birth? No, like their time, like no,
Yeah,
not their birth, because they
their
were
time was like what, 60 years ago now?
like, yeah, about 60.
God dang. They're almost as old as my grandma, and they're still up here. They were alive when the radio was a thing. TVs weren't even still popular yet.
It was the radio.
Bro, you're the type of person to say, flip phones are real? Flip phones are real? Oh my god!
No, they aren't. No, they aren't.
I had a flip phone at one point, but it was like those toy flip phones. It was like,
I know
"This
what you're
one,
talking about.
You got the number.
My dog.
Your dog doesn't like capitalism.
We didn't have really much to talk about record of the year. I feel like Not Like Us over those nominated songs probably deserved that because yeah. Now song of the year. Okay.
All right, let's see if I can do better this time. The winner, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Nominees, Texas Hold'em by Beyonce, Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars, Good Luck Babe by Chaparral Roan, A Bar Song, Tipsy, Shabuzi, Please 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 by Sabrina Carpenter, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, Fortnite, Taylor Swift, and Post Malone.
I have something to say about this. Die With a Smile.
Okay, that
was so good.
Okay,
It was so good.
like if Die With a Smile won, I wouldn't even be mad if it was over Kendrick Lamar's thing because I really like that song. Like it hit 1 billion in under 100 days.
Yes, it's just so good.
Competed with Baby
you know,
Shark.
Baby Shark. That is true. It is true. But I really like the song. Just I think it's just so good. So well vocally.
Delivery,
pleasing and
production,
stuff.
flows, vocals, lyrics,
Yes.
all that just perfect.
And then he dropped the Bruno Mars dropped the
Yeah,
certain
we're not
song.
gonna talk about that because we're not gonna do it on this podcast.
I think Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather was way overplayed.
It's not really a horrible song. It's a good song. It might be overplayed, but it's not horrible.
The only part I truly remember from the song when I first watched it was Birds of a Feather, we should stick together and not birds of... Sorry.
Again, the Beyonce song, not pure country. Like it could be nominated for pop, not country. So there are a few things with it. Please, please, please. Little overplayed. It's not that bad, I would say. Like I don't.
Sounds like somebody's trying to beg for a girlfriend.
And then a bar song, like that's actually pure country. Like there you go.
Go. Now we're
That's
getting
how you
somewhere
make a
with it.
pure country song. Take notes, Beyonce. Yeah, I just really like the song. Like I think it was. I don't know if it was at the start or the middle of the year, but it was a really good song for its specific thing. And even my mom liked that song. Even my mom knew that was like pure country and really liked that song.
Yeah.
Like, whatever his album was, pure country, yet didn't get nominated. Bing Bang Bong, their brains are brain dead.
Bing bong bing bang bing bong bang. That's all you wouldn't understand.
Also,
All right,
I'm just gonna say
albums
this
of the
because
year.
the reason like some of the later albums of 2024 weren't nominated is because the period of the nomination eligibility for nomination ended before like that part of the year.
The Jane
Yeah, but
Dynasty.
they
of the
will be
albums.
able to be nominated for the next Grammy. So I just wanted to point that out.
Oh yeah. All right, Cruz. You're gonna do the album of the years. Let's all say album of the year out at the count of three. Ready?
Next up
Have
is
some sure.
Album of the Year,
Album of the year.
which is what, Cruz?
Winner is Cowboy Carter
No.
by Beyonce.
Shouldn't have won country album. Should not have won album of the year.
Should even won K-pop.
Nominees: The New Blue Sun by Andre
That one I-
3000, Rap by Charlie XCX, Hit Me Hard and
Hit me hard and soft. Here, say that one.
by Billie Eilish. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. The Tortured Poets. The Tortured Poets. The Tortured Poets Department.
Oh, we have 10 minutes long.
Alright. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chapel Roan. The Jess Volume 4 by Jacob
Okay,
Coiler.
I have no idea what that last one was. So
Yeah, I have no idea what that last one was.
if you don't know it, we can't really say anything about it. New Blue Sun, the Andre 3000. I know he's like pure rap. I don't know what that one's supposed to be because I haven't listened to it, but like, so I'm not exactly sure how to put that one. Give me 1 second.
But Cowboy Carter should definitely not have won album of the year.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Like,
Shouldn't even be on the list.
you know, Miles probably could have dropped a better album than that.
I could have dropped a better album.
Yeah, Tank can't even
And I've
sing.
never done. I can't even sing.
Yeah, you know, Miles. I feel like you know, Miles should have won. You know, everything, every award.
Buddy.
Oh my God, Miles.
Huh?
Okay, anyways.
I gotta get out of that. I don't know.
The Brad album by Charlie XCX, possibly because it was such a huge album and really high rated, possibly, but I don't know about like my opinion. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, that could have also been a possibility because over Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, definitely over Cowboy
Like,
Carter.
Yeah.
Like, I just know that I feel like Billie put in her entire self into that one album. Like, if you do that, I don't understand.
Just continue. We'll explain it later.
Oh my. Like, she put her entire heart into that album, and I don't understand how, even being nominated, it didn't win anything. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I don't understand the Grammys or who. Can you not?
I'm sorry to.
Or who even like manages the Grammys or the nominations, because you got like you put really stupid choices on here, although you put some good albums, and then you make a stupid choice for the album of the year. What the heck are you doing? Like anything but Beyonce. I'm sorry, there's no way you should have won album of the year and country album of the year. That's just
not fair.
That's just you're not even like full country. Like I guess you can
even
hear
know.
country in it. You just hear like pop most of the time though.
Yes, I don't know why people thought it was hits. Never will be.
Actually, just if you make actual country, like full on country that doesn't have as much pop in it, then maybe.
Let me just go down real quick.
So that's all we got.
So that's our opinions on some of the Grammys of this year.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Fall Off Podcast.
We hope to see you guys in the next one.
Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God.
We should add some bloopers to the end of the podcast because I recorded that still.
Nah, keep that in. That shows spirit in our podcast.
I'm putting bloopers in. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. We should add bloopers.